Going to bring in Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes into this. This is something that we've seen time and time again, right? People like towns, universities holding companies accountable for their practices, right? For things that now we know are not good for us. Is this a hard win for NC State, though, to bring this against Monsanto? Because they're a massive company.
Yeah, they're a massive company now owned by their parent company, Bayer. So, yes, it's going to be an uphill battle. But as long as you can point to the facts, 100%, this is a winnable case. This isn't a David versus Goliath. This will be two big heavyweights going at it. It will be a heavyweight fight. This will be not an easy win on either side. But we're talking about these PCBs, right? These polychlorinated, oh wow, lost my train of thought on that, right? Polychlorinated
there we go.
biphenyls. Get it together.
Yeah.
But by all jokes aside, these types of things right here have been known since 1979 to have effects on individuals. But the individuals that were producing this from 1930 to 1977 were telling individuals that were using it, companies, corporations, public entities, buildings, they were telling folks that there was nothing wrong with this. And so what happened during that time? Well, folks got sick. People got cancer. Individuals died. So lawsuits started to mount up. In the NC State situation, a group of lawyers sued NC State, and they sued Monsanto. Because they brought this claim, now NC State is saying, oh, wait, we're trying to figure out, are we going to be on the hook for this? Or should the folks that actually told us that nothing was wrong with this product be on the hook for this? I think that's what's going to be at the crux of this issue is, first part, it's just like any other tort. Duty, breach, causation, and damage. But then you have outside of the normal tort, you have a product's liability. Was your product defective? Did you know or shouldn't you have known that this product was something that could have caused harm to individuals? And then when did you know? So there are a number of things that need to be proved. But by all means, I think this is one where you just follow the paperwork. Are you able to show that you guys had the studies, that you had the paperwork, that you had the documentation, while at the same time telling us at one side that there was nothing wrong with it? Internally, you recognize that there were a number of things wrong with it.
So what are Monsanto's lawyers doing? Obviously, big companies are targets of a lot of lawsuits, but are they saying that how are we supposed to go back and undo what we did when we thought that everything was safe?
I mean, that's the argument. I mean, we can't go back and play Monday morning quarterback.
Right.
At the time, the science at the time supported that this product was safe, that there was nothing wrong with it. And then their argument would be the second we realized that something was wrong, we told you guys to stop using it, that the other individuals that may have continued to use it, builders, third-party contractors, these folks were using this after we gave them notification that they should stop. That's going to be the only defense. The last kind of curve to that defense is causation. What any torts claim is duty, breach, causation, right? Causation is but for my failure to do something, this negative thing would not have happened to you. They can say, well, it wasn't us. We're not the but for. The but for is the third party. We're not the actual cause of your damages. But if you knew or should have known, that's what they'll point to on the other side. That's great. You guys were telling them this. But if you already knew that this was a problem, the best analogy I can think of is if you bring a dangerous animal into a community and you do everything in your ability to keep that animal safe, chained up, fences around it. But if that animal still gets out and harms someone, it's still on the hook on it. Why? Because you knew or should have known that this would have been a danger. Even if you put up warning signs, even if you do everything in your power to prevent that harm from occurring, but if you knew of the potential dangers, now you are that causation. Now you are that but for. And the damages are horrific. I mean, you're talking about cancer. Over 200 plus individuals have already been identified that have participated in this building, have went there. As the one young man said, that bomb shelter, that was a building at one point. But yes, those type of facilities were students, teachers, anyone that ever stepped foot in there, now they're connected to some type of medical condition. You just follow backwards. When did you know? And what did you do to prevent it? And so, yes, winnable case, not an easy case at all.
Right. And again, this is people that we're talking about. They're at the crux of all of this. What do they get from this if NC State is successful? Are they part of this at all?
Well, if NC State is successful, this is kind of going to be a recouping of costs. Because at the end of the day, the original claim by the group of lawyers that represented a number of these individuals was against NC State in the manufacturer. Right. And so they'll want to have their costs offset. Say ultimately if these lawsuits are successful against NC State, I want to be subrogated from Monsanto and the insurance company. I want you to pay whatever my legal fees are. I want you to cover whatever awards or whatever damages are out there. And I'll say this, they have been successful in the past in these PCB type of cases. The only issue is once they get these large settlements, they have been reversed on appeal in terms of the dollar amount. Not the liability, but the courts have said we're not going to hold them to that high dollar amount. All
right, Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes weighing in on that for us. Thank you so much.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.